Some celebrity chefs have been doing their thing for decades. But what happened to these old favorites? And where are they today? Before Food Network made a massive industry out of cooking on the small screen, Americans had few options besides public television if they wanted to watch someone make food on their TV. One of the biggest and most enduring stars of that era was Martin Yan. Born in China and trained in Hong Kong and California, Yan debuted his show, Yan Can Cook, in 1978. Bursting with energy, Yan made cooking into a televised event, and Yan Can Cook ran for thousands of episodes, taking Chinese-American cooking into the mainstream. Yan also established a cooking academy and opened 3 restaurant chains, Yan Can, Sense Asian, and MY. After a series of sporadic specials in the early 2000s, Yan turned his focus towards his many restaurants. Some of those have shut down in recent years, including the once thriving MY China in San Francisco. Primarily self-educated and funded by familial wealth, Charlie Trotter opened Charlie Trotter's in Chicago's Lincoln Park neighborhood in 1987. In doing so, the elegant, classy restaurant led the drive to elevate Chicago into an important food city. Trotter influenced and built major food trends. He wanted to make top-shelf, all-American food on par with other regional and national cuisines, and this helped popularize the idea of using fresh, local, and seasonal ingredients. After publishing multiple cookbooks, winning James Beard Awards, and hosting a TV show on PBS, Trotter opted to close down most of his businesses in 2012. After shutting down his deli and catering operations, Charlie Trotter's went dark too, citing the owner's need for rest and a desire to attend college. In 2013, he faced a lawsuit over the alleged sale of a fake bottle of vintage wine. Months later, he suddenly died after suffering a stroke at home. Trotter was 54. Cajun-style cooking was a major food fad of the early 1980s. One of the chief proponents of this spicy style of cooking was Paul Prudhomme, proprietor of restaurants such as Commander's Palace in New Orleans. He took over as executive chef at that eatery in 1975 and made it nationally famous for his offshoot endeavors, which included publishing cookbooks and hosting several food shows for public television. Prudhomme's proprietary blend of spices, magic seasoning blends, became a kitchen staple for Cajun home cooks, and the gregarious, enthusiastic TV chef set himself apart from his contemporaries with both a distinct look and a catchphrase.
And that's good cooking, good eating, good loving. We love you guys!
Prudhomme's output slowed as he aged, and he made his final proper TV appearances in 2013. 2 years later, the chef and TV personality died at the age of 75. With the opening of his restaurant WD50 in New York in 2003, Wylie Dufresne introduced wild new scientific frontiers to the high-end culinary landscape. The most prominent advocate of the movement known as molecular gastronomy, Dufresne used non-traditional methods to change the very chemical structure of food in order to reimagine dishes and present them in new ways. Dufresne never had a TV cooking show of his own, but he was such a joyful and charismatic part of an exciting food movement that he showed up on TV screens nevertheless. His regular TV appearances slowed down in 2018, not long after the back-to-back closures of his 2 main restaurants. WD50 ended service in 2014, and Alder followed suit in 2015. In 2023, Dufresne opened his first new restaurant in years, a New York-based outgrowth of a pop-up joint called Stretch Pizza. For years, food TV fans and aspiring cooks could learn from a number of public television series orchestrated by and starring Joanne Weir. The chef and Northern California restaurateur was a staple of instructional PBS programming thanks to shows like Joanne Weir's Cooking Class, Joanne Weir's Cooking Confidence, Joanne Weir Gets Fresh, and Joanne Weir's Plates and Places. Reruns of the prolific chef's programming still air on PBS stations around the United States. Nowadays, Weir spends most of her time on the road, hosting food tours of countries such as Greece, Italy, and Spain, and leading live, non-televised cooking demonstrations at her San Francisco studio kitchen.